Hi, Chris here for Tech and welcome to the channel. Well, today it's all about reading string from the serial monitor. So let's get started now. You may ask, why do we need to read strings from the serial monitor? Well, basically this is to allow us to get input from a user. This means that the Arduino will be able to read words or sentences, also known as strings. So far, in our previous Arduino's lesson, we only learned how to read integers as well as floating point number over the serial monitor. This video is all about learning how to interact with the Arduino, where by the end of it, you will be able to send words or commands, and all we will need is to learn how to program the Arduino in a way that it can understand. We will start our class with this simple question that the user will have to answer. Then we will give the user a choice of which LED he wants to turn on. For this, we need an Arduino and the IDE. Yeah, I know, that's all. So far, we learned from our previous video. So we start by asking the question. It will be the same basis here. To read a string, we should declare it. And this is what we have here with MSG. Remember? Anyway, this string, of course, is asking what is your name, please. And this will be displayed for the user to see. We then have another string named MSG2. It is equal to hello. If you notice, there is a space here, and needless to say, don't forget the semicolon. Lastly, we have added a string for MSG3, which is equal to comma, space, and welcome to Arduino. Also, as you will expect, there is a semicolon. That's all for our messages. Now, we have the last string, which is username. And basically, this is to store the user answer, and of course without any value attached to it, because we are going to get the value from the user. Then for that setup here, we are not using any pins for now. So all we need to do is to start the serial begin with the old and faithful 9600 baud rate. Naturally, we will need the user's name. How do we do that last time? Well, if you want an input from the serial monitor, we need to achieve three things, and those are: we ask, we wait, and we read. So let's ask first. Then for that we use this serial print. Then in the parentheses we have MSG. Also remember that when you put your message, it must be without a quote, but enclosed in the bracket like so, as this is the string or variable we created here. After we have asked, what do we do? Well, we wait, okay? I know. How long do we need to wait? For that, we have here this while loop with this serial available here. Then we open and close the parentheses. After that, there is equal 0. If you want to know more about why we do like so, please look in our previous tutorials. After, we create a close with a curly bracket here and here. At this point, we will loop this until the data is available. This means we do absolutely nothing in this loop because we are waiting as long as the serial available is equal to 0 or as long as nothing has been sent. But then, only when something will be available, which means the user has responded, then you will drop out of this loop to read this, my name here. It is equal to serial, but if you remember, previously we used parse_in for an integer and parse_float for a float. So it seems normal that it would be parse_string, but it is not. No, sorry guys, it is too easy. Actually, we will use serial.readString, and notice here the capital S. If you want more information, you will be able to find with the link in the comment down below of this video. Okay. At the end, there is the empty parenthesis here. This is because we will use this to store the user's input. In that case, his name, hopefully. Okay, to summarize, we will start with the message, then serial.print message2, followed by the user input. This is because we want to print the user's answer. Finally, we have the last message with the serial.print message3. We are now going to compile this and open up the serial monitor. This is to check if it works. Okay, let's input my name, Mr. Chris. Then you can press a send here or enter on your keyboard. Look, this gives us, hello, Mr. Chris, welcome to Arduino. But if you notice here, there is something wrong. Let's close this and I'll show you why. It's simple, and this is because in here, the serial.print message, we just have to add. Remember, Alan? So we upload this and check, try Chris this time, like so, and there it is. Ta-da! Just a little recap, as we know now how to do parse_int to read integers, parse_float for float, and read_string for reading string. This is fun and all, but as I promised, now a circuit with 4 LEDs hooked up to it. We have a red, a yellow, a green and a blue one. With this setup, we will ask the user what color of LED would you like me to light up. If the user will ask for a red, then we will light up the red. And if it says green, of course, we will light up the green one. I'm sure you get it by now. Okay guys, I'm not going to show you how to set up the circuit, as by now you should know how to hook up LEDs. If not, please do look it up in our previous tutorials, because we want to move ahead in the sketch now. We have created some hints for the red LED on pin 2, for the yellow LED on pin 4, for the green LED on pin 6, and for the blue LED on pin 8. Then we have here under the first string for the message, which is a question. Please choose the LED color you want. Then we have another string for the message 2. We have chosen the, and then we have the last string for the message 3 LED, and it is now on. Thank you. Under that, we have the last string, which is a string for reading the user's input choice. And that's why it's empty here. Then in the void setup, we have the serial begin with still a 9600 baud rate. And right under that, we have our commented pin modes. This is because last week I showed you how to troubleshoot, but there is another way your code may not work, and this is if you copy the code from someone else. So I know that this will not work properly, but at least you will see another way to troubleshoot your code if it doesn't work. But for the sake of this video, let's continue for now with our void loop here, where we again have to ask our question. It is here with the serial println and the message. Then to follow with this loop here, we wait until the user sends something. We then have the user choice, it's equal read strings with nothing inside the bracket here. So far we are at ease here with this. After that, we can see that we use a if statement, and this is because we need to figure out and set the user's options, as we have red, yellow, green, or it could even be blue. Knowing what the user choices could be, it will be easy for us to set this here, and that is why we do use those if statements. So we have if the user choice is equal. Remember why we have two of them, do you? Because if the user choice is red, then we set our message to and turn on the LED in this section with the digital right and the red pins to I. Then, because we do not know what the state of the LED was previously in, as this is going to be looping, that is why we turn all the other LEDs off by setting all the other colors to low, like so. The last two lines are here to make the user interactions better by adding the user's choice and the message tree. This is actually a good practice of programming habits, and you need to get used to it. Finally, to finish the sketch, we just have to copy this here and paste it to match our LEDs, making sure we adjust the color here to be correct. Let's send this. Of course, I told you that we can mess up, but it is easy to troubleshoot. So, as you can see, if I turn the blue LED on, it will not work correctly, but we will fix that. It is here in the void setup when I show you the implication of not doing our pin mode. This time, because we copy the sketch and just paste it, if there is some lines who are commented, they will not work. So we just have to uncomment those here like that. Anyway, okay, now we are going to open the serial monitor and what LEDs color we want, because it is a special occasion today, and if you want to know why, you can ask in the comments. We will use the LED. And like so, it looks so beautiful. Should we do the yellow LED then? Let's see. What? No! God, no! The green light is up instead. Let's try the green one and see. Maybe the yellow LED will turn on. It's still green. It's okay. This one works. What about the blue one? Well, blue one, it works fine too. The error must be within the code. We close this. Go down here, where we copy and paste to have a look. And indeed, what can we see? We've forgotten to change the pins. As a quick test, I will just change those two. Do as I say, not as I do here, okay? Alright, but of course, you should update the comments, not to confuse anyone, you see. Alright, let's try that again. The yellow work. Nice. And the green one. Perfect. Okay, let's go on to the next stage. But imagine now that the user does capitalize the first letter of the words. I can show you this will not work here, you see? no worry, there is an easy fix for that. And this is by adding an OR in here, because case matters in these things. So what we need to do, if we know someone is going to capitalize that, well, we need to add those bars, you know, for the OR. You learn this in my if statement video. Then we put user choice equal red, because we are doing this for the red one, but you have to copy this for all the other colors. And then like so for all the colors. Now let's try it, and oh, green LED next. We typed in green, et voila. Like that, no surprises here, the green came on. Look, we typed in blue, and even better news is that the green LED went off, so our sketch is working like magic. It is not that I like to torment you. Now that this is all working, I open once more the serial monitor. As you can see, let me show you how it works. Typing red now, sending, okay, no surprises here. Next, why not try the blue one with the first letter capitalized, and then send this. What? What was the problem here? What would you know? I had the caps lock on. Then the green one, or small letters. Let's see, yeah, good. Speaking of caps lock, next, why not try the blue one with the first letter capitalized, and then send this. Let's make it for all of them. Small on, great. And then off all of them with caps lock on. Super. Let's turn them on again. Let me show you how it works, turning all of them off with a small letter. No surprises here. Do not forget, you can contact me if you have difficulties, and I will reply when I can. I hope you enjoyed this video. That is it for today. Thank you for watching the video. And just to let you know, I started a Patreon where if you want, you can support me. And again, if you enjoy it, you know what to do. You can do your YouTube things, like if you want to. Subscribe, you may as well, or you can also press the bell icon if you want to be notified every time I post a new video. However, if you do not like this video, simply leave a comment down below and tell me why it's so. I will try to do it for you guys. Stay safe and bye now!